Hi, everyone. I'm Marilyn Young with Soul Messages, and welcome back to part two of Angel Messages for each month of 2025. So, without further ado, we'll start sharing and get on with those monthly messages for you. And here we go. So, yes, we're into part two, July to December, angel messages for each month. And again, the messages are still brought to you from the Angel Wisdom Tarot created by Radley Valentine. And so glad that he's created this awesome deck. Now, if you're viewing this a little bit later in the year to sort of gear up for the last half of the year, just a reminder that we are in a 9 universal year. It is a time to wrap things up and release what no longer serves us because we're getting ready for those new beginnings of 2026. We're in a year of transformation. And those overall themes that you've probably been feeling and working with are remembering to focus on you, release negative emotions and practice forgiveness, stay heart centered, remember to see the joy and beauty in your life and celebrate it, create some balance for yourself, believe in your own strength, and your hard work will pay off. So really celebrate that and trust that spirit is with you every step of the way. So now we'll get into the last half of 2025 about learning and growing through our transformation. And again, if you're watching this later in the year, just summarize the second quarter that we just came through. It was a time for change. We were ready, free to move forward. A reminder to stay heart-centered and stand in our truth, live our joy. It was a time of making wise choices for our spiritual growth and a deep release of some things that no longer serve us that may have brought some sadness, but that's all part of the transformative healing and remembering that you are supported by spirit. So if you've come through those first 6 months and then you're watching us, this is just a summary of sort of where we've been. So moving forward into the second half of the year, we've got July with the sun, the card from the major arcana, which is about major events or turning points for us. So July really is a turning point, another time to celebrate and catch our breath from the challenges that we've been dealing with. A time of great joy and success. Your hard work is paid off, and you are experiencing some success from those positive thoughts and trusting in spirit. So brighter times are here. And if you look at Archangel Uriel in the card, he's actually floating over that wall that we saw in a previous card that was a perceived barrier to the gal not walking through the gate, through the wall. Now you feel like you're floating above those barriers. You feel like you've done really well. So Spirit is saying, be proud, allow the joy and celebration in. Allow yourself to feel that you've been working hard and be proud of yourself. And really a statement about success is unique to you. Don't compare yourself to other people or how far they've come or how far you've come. The success is unique to you, as are your challenges. So whatever successes you have are awesome, and don't see them as diminished if you're comparing to someone else. Your successes could be about changes in relationships, um, improvement in health, all the way up to advancing in your spiritual enlightenment. Um, this card with Archangel Uriel is also about brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities. And so really stuff that you can look forward to in terms of change, new ideas for change. We see the same flag as we did in January in the background. And so a reminder to follow your passion, those brilliant ideas, wrap them up in your passion to move forward. The fellow carrying the flag is riding on a unicorn. So find the magic in life. You've found the magic. Use it to move forward, to go up that last little bit of the hill, to get on the top, to be successful. And Archangel Uriel is even holding a fire in one hand, having you, reminding you to follow your passion and opportunities will occur. The other reminder from spirit is to be open and allow new things to come in, allow the information from Spirit to come in and trust what you're hearing. So another message about belief and trust. This month will also be a month where plans work out perfectly. So remember to have your plans align with your passion and your truth to move forward, because they will work out. And the hourglass is telling us, Spirit saying, you have all the time in the world to move forward. So just relax. So it's a nice month of reprieve, of celebration, and relaxing and believing. And part of that celebration is also a reminder to give gratitude to the divine for the support that you've had, and for the support that your spiritual team behind you has given you. It's also card number 19. So again, number 1 about new beginnings, and the 9 about chasing your life purpose. It's a time to serve others, and to look for opportunities for that. So really a great card with Archangel Uriel, who brings us those brilliant ideas and supports us with those working with those ideas in our transformation. So a great month to start off the second half of the year. And then we move into August, which gives us a little bit of a more scary image, and also one that was brought to us for the overall themes of the year with the Two of Earth. And so the Suit of Earth is back to focusing on material things. And this card is basically about how hard you're working and the need to bring balance into your life. Right away, the card is saying you're working too hard. You might have multiple jobs or juggling multiple priorities. So after that reprieve in July, don't jump back in with 2 feet and get overwhelmed, and feel like you're back on the roller coaster. You might feel like lots of challenges related to time, demands on you or money, balancing budget, or even health challenges come at you all at once, just like those wands were coming at our person in January again. So many demands coming at you. And Spirit says the question really is, how long can you do it for? How long can you be walking on that tightrope trying to keep your balance? And so Spirit's saying, decide what's important to you. So that's that focus on you again. This fellow's on a tightrope on a boat on rough seas. So the water is all about emotion. So there may be some turbulent emotions coming to you that that is influencing, say, relationships that you might need to make decisions about. But take a deeper look. This fellow is on a boat, and the surface of the boat isn't that far below the tightrope that he's on. He can choose to step down onto the sturdiness of the deck below him. So really decide what you want and make a choice as to what's important to you, to help you get off that roller coaster. So again, this is about the need to bring balance into your life. And part of that balance should be fun. Um, you should be excited to move forward with the plans that you have, but don't take on too much. Remember to keep balance, slow down, do some self-care. If there are turbulent relationships, work to bring some harmony into your life so you feel more balanced, because the lack of balance can bring about fear and stress. And Spirit again is saying, don't forget about the fun and remembering about divine timing. Like, again, as last month said, don't worry, relax. Remember that everything that is to come to you happens on divine timing. This is card number 2. About 2 is all about partnerships, relationships, cooperation, asking for help in getting that balance and juggling those multiple priorities, maybe delegating some things that you need to do in your life so that you can move forward in your growth. And number 2 in angel numbers is all about don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in yourself and in the goals that you have, and to release the worry around them, because Spirit is saying these stresses that you're having this month are only temporary and that you can work them out. And the archangel to work with is Archangel Zachiel, who helps us with balance and cooperation, and perhaps forgiveness and releasing some of those things that keep us unbalanced, those turbulent waters, those turbulent emotions. And remembering, he helps us remember our connection to the divine so we can continue to ask and receive. receive help. So we'll move on to September, which we have another card from the suit of Earth, focused on material. And the Five of Earth this month specifically focuses on money. And being in a 9 months in a 9 year, it really is a big month about change and choices, a time to finally wrap up some of our hardest lessons. And for a lot of us, those lessons are around money and lack. So this card is showing us to really work on those negative thoughts and fear. If you look at the figure, she's feeling disheartened. She's really looking down and depressed about her situation. And the more we sit in those, the more they manifest into real challenges in our life. And so the fear of, what if we looked at last month and didn't create the balance in our life, we might be going into this month with, what if this happens? What if that happens? And really just take a different perspective and look at this month as another opportunity for looking, see if you can take those negative thoughts and turn them into a positive perspective and get curious about the challenges that you're running into and ask, what are they trying to teach you? And this month, most likely, what you're up for learning about is a fear surrounding money. You may be having life lessons in lack. And if we look at the picture on the card, there's 5 gold coins floating above this person's head, but she's oblivious to it. There's golden daffodils on either side of her. She doesn't see those. So she hasn't gotten out of her negative thoughts to see the opportunity for change and the abundance that's awaiting her if she looks around and sees the opportunities and changes her perspective. She's still too caught up in her negative thoughts. So if you get to that point where you can't see the opportunities around you, reach out for help, reach out to others for assistance. And particularly with this card, our guardian angels are telling us that they can help us with positive thoughts. So we all have guardian angels. Talk to them, ask them to help you keep your thoughts positive, and trust that you're not alone, that they are with you. This card is number 5, which is the number of change, that change is coming. And with change, look for the opportunities, look for those daffodils, look for those gold coins. That's the real reminder here. And if you're having trouble hearing the help from spirit, Archangel Sandalphon is there. He's working with her, helping her hear the answers coming from spirit, helping her connect to change her negative thoughts. So September, a month focusing on material things, potentially life lessons in lack, or working specifically with money, but another opportunity to get past the challenge of life lessons and change your perspective, taking a positive approach to it. So our third quarter summary is we've hit a turning point, sometimes to celebrate at the beginning of the quarter, looking for magical opportunities within change, creating balance for ourselves, final release of more fears with a changed perspective and positive thoughts, lessons in lack involving material things or money, a reminder to align with our purpose, and start moving into that transformation where we can be of service to others, remembering that we're connected to the divine, and again, to trust. So moving forward with that turning point in the third quarter. As we move into our final months in October, we have another major arcana card, a major turning point or a major event with the card, the ego. So we're really getting down to working with those final challenges of releasing the negativity of ego, those limiting beliefs that it brings, and the destructive behaviors that we might get ourselves into. So this card, again, another card talking about the illusion of being trapped. There's another blindfold that we see on the person, and that can come from the last few months of negative thoughts where we're really struggling to release and become positive. And it's a reminder that our thoughts and feelings create our world. So take the blindfold off. And if we don't, the ego is going to keep us there in negativity and will keep the chains on that are binding us. So take the blindfold off, see the opportunities that are available to you. And as the card says, accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support the path to happiness. You deserve that. The card's reminding us that you are responsible for yourself. Again, that focus on you, which has been the theme for the year. No one else is responsible for you, and no one else is responsible for making you happy. You are. You have the power, and you just need to make the choice for change. If you're unhappy, the universe is still there to support you, but you can choose to change your life. See your own strength, and as the 4 pillars in the card are telling us, see that you have a firm foundation for growth. You can move forward if you take that blindfold off and release yourself from the ego. Cards also addressing a little bit addictions or unhealthy habits. So October is a time that we can release those as well. The person in the card is wearing green, which is a sign of healing, working with Archangel Raphael. And it's reminding us that you have the ability to heal. We all have the healer within. And so this month, release the thoughts of the ego that are keeping you unwell and know that you can heal, you will heal. You have the ability within. And Spirit is also saying we can choose to be a victim or we can take charge of our lives. So, another message about responsibility and encouraging us to set yourself free. Allow those chains that are holding you back be broken. And if you need help, call on Archangel Michael, as in the card. He'll use a sword of light to help us release things that no longer serve us. This is card number 25. The 2 talking about partnerships, the 5 talking about change. And so look at our partnership with Spirit and change to really help us release the ego once and for all that's holding us back. And then we can move into November with the 2 of water. So the suit of water focuses on emotions again, positive thoughts and feelings to manifest what we want in our life. And really what's so neat about the number, about the month of November, it's the 11 month. It's a double 1 month. So really the energy of new beginnings from the number 1. And when we add the 2 ones together, number 2, the energy of partnerships. And this month they can be romantic partnerships or otherwise. And so, as the message on the card says, falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship may be at the forefront this month. And so, or it may be just about bringing new people into your life as you grow spiritually. As you know, as we change, our relationships with others change, friendships change, relationships with family. And as we release people that we're no longer aligned with, it just makes room to bring more people in that we are aligned with. There may be some renewed relationships as we all grow and start to see things differently. So it really is a time around relationships and developing relationships. Also a time around relationships for forgiveness and the ending of challenges. So deep issues with relationships that are ready for forgiveness, you'll be able to release. And that forgiveness is also a reminder about forgiving ourselves, not going back and thinking what you could have or should have done, but to forgive yourself and to be able to move forward. And if you need help with that, you can perhaps work with a Hawaiian prayer of forgiveness, the Opono'ono. And if you want to know more about that, just contact me and we can set up a session to deal with that. This card also talks about exchanging gifts, as the couple are in on the card, and talks. This also refers to being part of a new community as you grow spiritually. It's a bright daytime. There's a moon there reminding us of spiritual gifts, and so the growth of those gifts. And the couple, just as they are exchanging goblets, we talk about exchanging service with our spiritual gifts as we grow. So you may have opportunities to do that this month. a big message here too about don't give up on the people you love. And sometimes when we grow and transform spiritually, we have a fear of leaving our loved ones behind. And what Spirit's saying is keep them in your heart, keep loving them, and trust that they will move forward in their own transformation on their own timeline. So you don't need to have a fear um, that you're going to leave your loved ones behind. Keep loving them, and they will move forward as you are. This is card number 2, all about partnerships. And when we look at the photo, we have male, female representing the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy. And they're offering the cups to each other in cooperation and also at the same level. So the feminine and masculine energy in your life leveling out, becoming equal, and not presenting challenges for you anymore, but creating that balance of energy that you need. And they're on a straight path to a beautiful home. And so when you experience that balance of feminine, masculine energy, you will come home. Spirit is saying that home is home to you, home to the true you. So you're getting closer to transforming into that true you. Number 2 in angel messages again reminds us not to stop believing in yourself, to keep positive thoughts so that you can move forward. And when you look at relationships, Archangel Raphael can help you heal them, relationships with others and with yourself, and help you reach out to those you love to share blessings and also to share gratitude. So a nice month about relationships and moving forward and growing in them. And our final month has an amazing card, Cage of Fire, which brings us full circle back to our passion, a reminder to follow our passion to be, as the channeled entity Bashar says, in your highest excitement. So an exciting card for December, news of exciting opportunities. You've done the work. You have arrived. So look ahead with positive anticipation. You're there. It's a perfect wrap up for the year. You've gone through all of those challenges. You've capitalized on the opportunities. You've made the changes. You've become a new person. And so the page is saying, allow your creativity to soar, but stay grounded. The fellow is standing firm. He's now balanced. Again, keep your mind and your heart open. And really, you have grown in spirituality now. The shadow of the moon behind in the background is telling us. And he's really shining his light brightly. Like that staff is huge compared to the other ones we've seen this year. And that bright light is much brighter than on the other staff. So do things that fuel your passion. Spirit is saying you are free to fly and to live in your joy. So what I love about this is you've cleared through so many things and you've got the big Moto dragon behind this fellow. And they symbolize so many things, ancient knowledge, change, choices, dreams, power, and they hold a record of your journey. So the perfect symbol for the end of the year, because you've come through all of those changes and through that transformation. And so look back, look at your record and be proud of it and be ready to move forward in your passion. A little caveat to the end of the year that Spirit is giving you is finish what you start. So as you embark on the new adventures of next year, stay focused on what those new endeavors are, but really celebrate now in December your transformation and your journey. And again, I love it. You can't make this stuff up. The page is card number 11 in a suit, which is the double vibration of new beginnings and the new you. So be confident, shine your light. It really is a time to celebrate. You are transformed and you're ready to move into a 1 year as being enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, maybe a little bit impatient, but enjoy the celebration in December and be ready for new beginnings in January of 2026. So I love how the card has wrapped up the year for us. Our fourth quarter summary is you're ready for those new beginnings. Challenges are ending. You've got the final round with the ego for those really deep-seated issues and responsibility. Remember to focus on the people you love and forgiveness and new relationships. Create your world with thoughts and feelings, so keep them positive and break free. Live in your joy and follow your passions. So, a great way to wrap up the year. And our final summary for the whole year is it will be or has been a year of ups and downs, challenges and celebrations. So you can start out the year looking like one of these two, either joyful and looking forward to the change or terrified about what's coming up. The choice is yours. The year is about moving from illusions presented by the ego or negative thoughts to being heart-centered and loving, positive thoughts and forgiveness. It's a year of deep release of beliefs and behaviors that no longer serve us, a year of being responsible only for ourselves and focusing on our passion and our joy and our growth, a year of personal spiritual growth and transformation. So, really be open to the opportunities that challenges present and know your strength and that you are supported in this because you've got this. And at the end of the year, you can celebrate like this gal. So a big year to look forward to. And so what I would like to offer you is your personalized 12 months angel messages reading, where we would pull a card for each month of the year, specifically for you and your circumstance and your questions. So you can book online on my website. The QR code will get you to that, or I'm just at www.soul-messages.ca. And the special price until the end of February is 189 Canadian. Regular price for a 12-month reading is 260. And you can actually book those 12-month readings at any time during the year, maybe from birthday to birthday or anniversary to anniversary. But this is a special offer for January and February. And I'd also like to invite you to join our self-discovery and healing community to get the support you need through this year of transformation. We meet twice a month. It's like having coffee with your friends and just talking about your spiritual growth, challenges, and successes. And the cost is for as little as $20 a month Canadian when you buy the annual membership. So that's it for this year. That's a wrap of the 12 angel messages for each of the months of 2025. I want to thank you for attending, and I hope that we get a chance to meet again sometime this year. And if we don't, I wish you all the best for 2025 in your year of transformation. We'll talk to you soon, hopefully, and have a great day.